Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Now, I previously dropped a video in terms of sharing you where to go get a line of credit when you have bad credit. Well, this is a continuation of that. However, I did not explain to you guys that there's three different options when it comes to a line of credit, where, or better yet, three different places you should look to go get a line of credit. Okay. And so, that being your tribal lenders. All right. And so I mentioned some of the tribal lenders, but your tribal lenders, those are the ones, they're going to be the most flexible, less regulations. So that means that the interest rates is going to be higher. Now, I would tell you this: if you do not have a active checking account, it's going to be very hard for you to qualify. So I know some of you all may have like a Chime checking account, and you wondering if they would accept a Chime checking account. However, I would tell you to reach out to them to find out if they actually will accept a Chime checking account. All right. So that's something that's very important. Now, talking about uh places for you to get a loan when you have bad credit is cash one loans. Now, also keep in mind that these here lenders, they're not in all 50 states. So you have to check and see if they service your state as well. Going back to the different places to get the loan, um, like I said, tribal lenders. Then you have your fintechs. Okay, so there are some fintechs that offer you a loan, and we'll talk about those. And then you also have the credit unions. And now the thing about it with the credit unions, you're trying to get a line of credit without the hard pull on the credit and stuff like that. You do have to be a member. In most credit unions, they want you to be a member for at least 90 days. All right. So just keep that in mind as we go over these here. Like I said, cash one loans, that's your first one. It offers up to $2,000. All right. Now, they also offer an installment loan up to $4,000. So you have the option between the two, either a $2,000 line of credit or $4,000 loan. And again, you know my preference is I would go for the line of credit because I don't have to keep on applying for it. And granted that the loan, it's whatever the blanket interest is on that loan, you have to pay it on the whole loan. All right. So that's something. Now, you have um like credit human, they offer a line of credit. I think it's up to $3,000. All right, so credit human is an option as well. Now I want to interject right quick because I wanted to tell you guys, look, you guys may or may not know you're leaving money on the table and you don't know how to get it. Okay, and so what I mean by that, like some of you all may have left your jobs, right? However, when you left those jobs, you was not aware that you had money in a 401k plan. And so you may get an email or you may get a call from these spam people saying that, hey, you got some money over here. How do you get it? And so, well, I'm going to tell you the direct resource. If you have like a pension plan, well, you may have a family member that had a pension plan or something like that, or a 401k and stuff like that, that passed on or active, and they just don't know how to get it. You can go to pbgc.org, okay? pbgc.org. And what it is Pension Benefits Guarantee Corp, okay? And what it is the government, they have everybody's pensions and 401ks there, and you can search there to see if you have any old 401ks or pension plans. All right, so that's an option for you. Another one, again, I cannot stress this enough. If you're trying to help your family members and stuff, go over to unclaim.org and put your family member's name in, put your name in, the address and stuff like that, to see if there is outstanding money. A lot of states hold on to money, or you may have closed a bank account, and so that bank account, when they closed it, they sent you a check, but you never received the check, right? So after a certain amount of time, they actually will send that money to the state, and so the state holds on to this money until you put in a claim for it. So that's the reason why I tell you to go there, because it may be a gym membership that had a lawsuit on it, that sent out a check you never got. It can be a multiple things that you got money, but you never cashed a check. So what ends up happening, that money going over to the government. So you have to go to this website, unclaimed.org, and see if you have any money that's outstanding that you can possibly get. And I have seen people get a couple $1,000s because they did not even know that the money was sitting there. All right. So that's something. Now, another lender, they'll give you up to $8,000, and this with Pathward. Okay. And so another interesting thing about these here loans with for these lines of credit. It's an $8,000 line of credit, but one of the things I want to reiterate, you do not have to have a job, okay? Long as you can show that you have income coming in, okay? So if you are doing your side hustle, you may be on government benefits. Long as you can show active checking account with consistent income coming in, this is how you can actually still qualify for these like lines of credit. So you don't necessarily have to have a job, all right? And so again, with Pathward, no job, in order to qualify, those loans go from 1,000 up to 8,000. All right. Um, then you have Echo Credit. Okay, so Echo Credit goes up to $3,000 with the line of credit. Then you have Jora Credit. Jora Credit goes up to 2,600. Now, here's the thing: with Echo Credit and Jora Credit, it just depends on what state you're in. They are associates of one another. So if you don't get a line of credit from Echo Credit, and again, it's when you have bad credit, you may want to look at Jora because again, each one alternates off the other because one may not offer you a loan or a line of credit in your state, and then the other one offers you a line of credit in your state. Okay, you also have Integra. Okay, and so with Integra, they offer up to $3,000 line of credit. Then I would tell you if you work in a job, why not consider Albert? Okay, so Albert is the cash app or whatever with no hard pull on the credit. This is also an option for you. Plus, with the Albert situation, is not only they offer cash advances up to $1,000. However, they also offer the loans up to $10,000. All right. And so with the cash advance, you don't have to worry about the hard pull on the credit. Um, it's just a matter of you connecting your bank account. They're verifying the deposits in your bank account and stuff like that, so they can see what you actually qualify for. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop another video. And so with the other video, I'm gonna break down some of the best credit unions that I think if you have bad credit and you have a relationship with them, they'll give you the highest amount on a loan just because you have a good relationship with them. All right. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.